Wagwan guys, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. I cannot complain myself. So I kind of want you guys to excuse me or bear with me at least for my leave or string of absence. I try to make videos weekly on a weekly basis during the week and including the weekend. However, I have not been able to do so because my schedule has changed and also my sleep schedule has changed as well. So it's difficult for me to get back on routine, which I'm trying to do now. So you guys bear with me with that. Secondly, because I got one of my premolars removed not too long ago. If you can remember me telling you guys that. Still feeling some sensitivity. I gotta say it. Still feeling some sensitivity. The dentist did tell me, the dentist assistant told me wait longer than 2 weeks to come back in, just to heal up. Right. And, did the whole orthodontic consultation, did the implant consultation, did all that stuff, got everything mapped out for this year to hit it and a few other things. But I said, you know what, let me just heal up, dude. Real talk. Let me just heal up because, my mouth is sensitive, man. Just straight up. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Still, I feel better. I feel like the problem area was addressed because it was a point in time where we were working on things and that wasn't helping. The problem area was definitely addressed, just has not healed. So, I thought I had a dry socket, but it's not, it's no discoloration. It's pink. Everything's looking nice. It's just, here's what it is. You know what I'm saying? The tooth was infected. Okay. And that's why I had to get it removed. So I say, let me just wait till it heals and then we'll go from there. Okay. That's what it is. Okay. But we're talking about Kanye West. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, we're talking about Kanye West. He was at the Grammys and, not only he was at the Grammys, but he had a string of tweets that got out that he sent out on the Twitter X platform, which I thought maybe some of them were telling. And maybe we can go over a few. But I think he also had a after party for the Grammys as well. But I think at that party too, he released a song that he did with his daughter, which was interesting. Excuse me, because you have this whole duo where it's parent and child duo where now they're making art or they're working now on a professional level, such as likes of LeBron and his son Bronny, and you have other sorts, Deion Sanders and his two sons Shiloh and Shadur. So you see this over and you see this happening, and it's not just a moment with Ye and North, right? It's not just a moment that they're having, but it's even you see with Beyonce, right? I think Beyonce and Blue Ivy, maybe they were in a movie together. I'm not too sure if they did music together. I really have not been looking that closely, but I think that's an important timepiece that you just can't simply look over too quickly. Okay, I will say that. But first things first, what started off this whole deal was, I think it was the Grammys. They were at the Grammys. Kanye was a nominee. He was nominated. I believe he foresaw that he was not going to win a Grammy. So after walking the red carpet, he left. And I believe that's then when he had his after party. Now, reports are saying that he was kicked out of the Grammys because of his wife, Bianca Censori. She is she's a lovely looking young lady. She's beautiful. Great choice, that he has made by marrying this young lady. And given that Kanye he's into fashion, so basically people are assuming or concluding, it's an assumption, they're coming to the conclusion that he somehow connected in her choice or her style of dress, which It's this truck backing up out here, and I can hear the beeping. Anywho, he's somehow connected with her style or her choice of dress, which, hey, I don't know if it's true or if it's not, but if it is, it's like he is, into fashion. So I believe, like, okay, and what's the big deal if he is, right? He's not breaking any law, so I think he should be good to go. But it's this stigma, and I do remember his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian. I remember her saying, like, in one of her shows or her episodes on E, she was saying that, like, how she feels sad sometimes when she's dressing because Kanye used to give her a lot of her dressing tips or whatever when she was in her closet, and she was like basically saying she just wants him around just so he could help her with her style of clothing, which I mean, I think that they ended up even like linking up one time just so he could like help her out with with dressing. And I think she even said that like one of her most like stylish or their stylish looks that they when they were together he ended up putting together. So people are concluding from that, whatever. But even stemming from that, I'm gonna say this, even stemming from their divorce, because it was nasty somewhat, because I think she ended up walking away with a big chunk of his Adidas money, because I think her name was somehow tied into that, which was insane. And then you also had I believe I'm not too sure. Yeah, it was a falling out with him and Adidas, period. So you had that too. So this whole image of the bad Kanye kind of came about, and I think Kanye was like kind of chill. He was kind of chill when he was with Kim, and you see him on like some of the shows too. He was really chill, and I wonder like if we're gonna see that side of Kanye, even though like even when he was linking up with Kai, you even see him with Kai, he was super chill, but you really didn't see like these outbursts or like these string of tweets that you kind of normally see now. You really did, you didn't see that. Besides this whole, I think thing, he had this thing with Taylor Swift, right? So kind of he was already like that, but I wonder if he's gonna cool it, because he's put out some good music, right? We still got some good music from him, like from Vultures, I think, or it was Donda, that album. You had, who did you have? I think it was New York City. That was the name of the song. Very good song, right? Good song. It had I think it had Alicia Keys on it. He did really well. It was just sonically speaking, that song was very nice. You also have, it was on the Donda album. You have that Jail. That song went crazy. I think it was him, Playboi Carti, and if I'm saying it right, Marilyn Manson, right? I want to say Charles Manson, Marilyn Manson. That song was crazy. The song was crazy. So we still have got good music from Kanye, and it's still, I have to like listen to this stuff. I really do. I have to take the time and listen to it, have the whole aura, the feel. I have to have all those things. I have to have all these things, right? The feng shui. You need all that incorporated to pull from that sound, sonically speaking, right? You need that. Okay. I don't want to overdo it, but I think that's true. But with all these things going on, okay, you have Elon Musk shout him out, and again, I'm gonna say I think it was cool, him being captured with Kai, him getting out. You see people hanging around him. He's normally pictured a lot, just like periodically with vacation time or whatever. And what else I was gonna say? And with his watch parties that he does, or his album release, that's normally when you see Kanye. But it was nice to see him out at the Grammys, especially with the likes of Kai Cenat and his big following that he has. It's good to see him shaking hands and doing that. But he also was on Twitter X, on Elon's platform, and he basically open-ended conversation, on this public platform, and for all of us to see, we can draw our own conclusions of their relationship and what, may come out of it, from this heartfelt conversation that these guys had. And before I even get into the conversation, people with, this much influence, power, money, and all the sort, right? These people can make decisions, these people can move, and the relationships are under high scrutiny from the beginning because of these are men of great influence. These are men that when they get in rooms, let alone get in rooms together, they can get things done. And, even, speaking on Donald Trump, I believe he had like some type of ties with maybe some people from Japan, foreign nations, and his relationships were under high scrutiny. We've seen that in the past, and even vice versa, going with this whole Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, that Elon Musk has now acquired and taken over, through his relationship with Donald Trump now in his presidency, right? Which is under high scrutiny, and as it should be, because this is dealing with government now. So now you're going to have opinion, but I think that it was some crazy number. I think it was like $50 million we were giving to some country for contraceptives. That's a crazy number a year, 50. And it was two other reports that I saw, took at it, like just at a glance, I saw that I was like, I can't believe the United States is spending this much money just throwing down the drain. And, if you look at our, was it GOP, we're just like completely in debt or whatever. Look at all these things. Okay. We're in debt. Okay. And then our spending habits is doesn't reflect that. Okay. But I say that to say Elon Musk said Kanye West's clothing line was cool, right? I think he replied to that tweet and he said, cool. And basically Ye, he says family for life, and which Elon, gave him 100 sign with a heart. So I thought that was interesting. But getting to the bulk of things, okay, some of the tweets that he said, and he was like kind of, just some of these tweets, obviously he's just like poking fun. He's getting out, getting loose, getting warmed up, letting some of his thoughts out. But he says, I speak in third person from now on. I thought that was telling. I'm like, what does he mean by that? It's very telling. He says, calling X Twitter is like calling Ye Kanye. I don't want to hear nobody call Twitter. I mean X. Don't call X Twitter. That was interesting. I don't know if this was pre or post conversation with Elon. I'm not too sure. But I'm like, what does he mean by that? Trump's back in office. Ye's back a billionaire. The world might just be okay. I think the world should be okay. I really do. But it was kind of nice. People should be concerned, but I think it's nice. It's nice to see Kanye out tweeting again. The Democrats made me take the loser post down. Nah, I'm kidding. They don't control black people on Twitter. Trump for life. I think he did say something about Kamala, which, I mean, some of this stuff is like, okay, I get it, completely. I do get it. But that's what I was talking about too, when, he says these things, okay, polarizing figure, I do understand. And, you can take it with a pinch of salt if you want to. But some of these things, that's why it's almost like, is this the Kanye that, could we see a more controlled Kanye? I'm not saying it like as if this could never happen, but I'm just like, what would a controlled Kanye look like? I think that would be like very powerful. A controlled Kanye where he's not like, doctored up or anything like that, but he's just like, he's very controlled and very efficient with, with his movement and all the things that he's doing. There's no loss of energy. Everything is just super efficient. And I think who knows, maybe we get better music out that Kanye. I don't know. Very just to hear that sound. Okay, this new sound I'm rocking with. I gotta say, I'm loving it. I will say that the whole style and feel of things, I'm loving it. I just need to get with it. Okay, he says retro tweet. Don't call me for anything textable. I feel that. I just got off the phone with my dad not too long ago, which is why this video got pushed back a little bit further. But I definitely feel that video. I mean, feel that tweet. But here's the last one. I don't keep up with sports. Who's ready for the NBA's finals next week? And I will say it feels like that. Sometimes it does feel like next week is going to be the NBA finals. Especially when it was in the bubble. It came around so quick. It just did. You know what I'm saying? So I feel him on those tweets. Nice to know how Kanye thinks, you know what I'm saying? And we have these platforms that allow us to peer into these super celebrities' lives. And that's what they are. They're super celebrities. So, you know, kind of got to appreciate stuff like that. But hey, look, man, I don't want to hold you guys any longer. That's what I got for you, dude. Peace. I'm out.